Hey there, everybody. Welcome back.
I have no idea what that says.
According to this, we need to get.
I don't have anything to say to her at the moment.
Who's this?
She's beautiful.
Elizabeth. Your dove. Your dove. Bishop Frank. Alrighty. Let's start this crap. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Go there. Die letzten Tage. Already seen all these. What the hell?
Ludwig's death mask.
Yes, his death mask. Aha! Haven't seen this crap.
December 14th, 1881, Linderhof. Order another work by Jennings on the occult. Write urgently to Klug saying that I insist that the stoppages by the bank cease. I want it, and therefore it must be done. Write very urgently. He must succeed at once, and then must report to me urgently. If I give orders to clear my room, doing so must not be postponed as it happened. Pencils must be pointed without special orders. The day after tomorrow, 1,000 marks. How is Louis now? I want to know whether he looks unhappy. How often have I said that the coffee must not come up boiling hot, so that it can only be drunk after standing an hour? If any more correspondence come from Louis, they are to be burnt immediately, but I am to be informed of their arrival. These are actual notes from Ludwig to his servants. They go far in showing the king's state of mind. They were smuggled out and used as evidence in compiling the order for Ludwig's arrest. December 18th, 1881, Linderhof. Every day get up earlier, for certain. See to that very particularly. Write it down. Remember that when the great friend arrives at Neuschwanstein, we retire to the hall. We are not to be disturbed. I will not tolerate interference or insubordination.
Well, maybe now she'll talk to me.
I don't have anything.
Why the fuck not?
I don't have any.
Give me that look, you stupid bitch. Like, no, I don't want to talk to you.
Signets and sash pins from the Order of the Knights of St. George. These were worn on Ludwig's uniform, as befitted his rank of Grand Master. They are now the property of the Bavarian Crown Treasury. Ludwig and Wagner. Ludwig loved the opera of his contemporary Richard Wagner. He helped support Wagner's music through much of his life. Ludwig considered Wagner a close friend, often calling him the great friend. Wagner encouraged this infatuation, some believe, for personal gain. Typical artist.
Typical artist.
Ludwig and Ludwig was Grand Master of the Knights of St. George. The Knights of St. George was an aristocratic society dedicated to the acts of chivalry. Ludwig loved the medieval pageantry of the order in his early years, before his increasing reclusiveness drove him to abandon public appearances. Ludwig's Grand Master wardrobe from the Knights of St. George. Ludwig's diary. Ludwig kept a diary from 1869 when he was 24 years old until his death. The diary provides a fascinating look into the mind of this tormented man. The original diary is kept in the Royal Archives. A few entries are shown on the opposite wall. I've got to see that diary.
That's so exciting.
Richard Wagner.
Yes! Haha!
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Ludwigs Tagebuch im Museum?
Ja,
Wo kann ich Ludwigs Tagebuch hier anschauen?
die Tagebücher sind ganz persönlich. Die sind in den königlichen Archiven. Niemand darf die lesen. Aber nein, niemand darf die lesen.
Nein!
Danke.
Nein, nein, nein! Frigid old woman.
Ludwig is Prince Charles.
Man, I miss stuff in all of those. Very good drivers. Wheel it in there. Damn it! That's not what I wanted to do. Back in there. How did I see over there last time?
Ludwig and I wonder if these pins have any symbolic meaning. I wonder if
They probably do. Thought they just make a random shape for it.
Ludwig's the original.
What could I have possibly missed in here? I'll be right back. Alright, I'm thinking I missed something here. I have to, because it's still blinking, but I couldn't tell you what.
These scenes are from the Siegfried saga.
Yep, they sure are.
Did they have running water in 1886?
I don't know.
Maybe Ludwig thought all this luxury would help him sleep. Maybe
The richly carved bed, with its canopy, resembles a Gothic building in its turrets. The bed's draperies were handmade by dozens of Bavarian seamstresses.
Good to know.
Scenes from the opera Tristan and Isolde. Scenes from the opera Tristan and Isolde.
the Black Madonna of Altadine. I wonder what her story is all about.
Who cares?
This is Ludwig's private chapel. The king was a devout Catholic, as were all of the Wittelsbacher rulers. They supported the Roman Church even when other European countries were dominated by Protestantism.
It's a beautiful crucifix, ivory and gold. It's a beautiful.
The stained glass window depicts Saint Louis receiving the last sacraments.
These linens look seriously expensive.
They probably are seriously expensive.
The Miracle of the Grail.
These linen.
This is the king's living room. The tragedy of Ludwig withdrew more and more into his fantasy world of epic heroes.
What were you? More swans.
The swan motif is featured throughout the castle, but it is particularly prominent in this room. Both the swan and the lily were symbols Ludwig associated with himself. They represented his ideals of majesty and purity. The painting behind the swan shows Lohengrin's arrival.
Cool.
The study paintings depict scenes from the Tannhäuser Saga and the Wartburg Castle.
Wonder how much of this stuff is accurate.
The study paintings depict scenes from the Tannhäuser Saga and the Wartburg Castle.
I doubt there's anything left in there now.
The study paintings depict scenes from... This is the king's study. Ludwig spent much time at his desk. His reluctance to meet with his...
I don't think the guards want to be bothered while on duty.
How do you know? Back in there. Aha! I don't think I've been here.
This is the final room of our tour, the Singers' Hall. It was modeled after the Singers' Hall of the Wartburg Castle, where minstrel competitions were held in the 13th century. The hall was built for small private concerts, but Ludwig himself never gave one here. It is said that during the last few years of Wagner's life, he came to Neuschwanstein frequently and performed for the king alone in this room. The hall is probably best known for its enigmatic wolf paintings. The original paintings were from the Parsifal saga, but in 1882, Ludwig had them replaced, supplying the description and titles of the new paintings himself.
That's suspicious.
Why would Ludwig have wolf paintings in his castle?
I don't know, maybe he likes wolves. Or he's a werewolf. One of the two.
Engelhard courts Hildegunde. The hunters track down Engelhard and Hildegunde.
Hildegunde.
Hildegunde's imprisonment.
Wolves again, huh?
The wedding feast of Hildegunde and the Baron. The death of Engelhard.
Nice view of the Alps.
Ludwig's childhood castle, Hohenschwangau, is visible from the lookout in the Singers' Hall.
Nice view of the Alps.
Alright, maybe now I've cleared out that place. Damn it! What did I miss in here? This is fucking ridiculous. I'll be back.
Written in 1882
I
by
think I missed
Ludwig to
this.
the conductor of the Munich Opera, instructs the conductor to make preparations for a new Wagner opera. The conductor went to see the king as instructed. When he arrived, Ludwig was ill and refused to see him. Nothing further was ever heard of this mysterious new opera. Was it a figment of an ill man's desperate wishes? Even after Wagner's death, Ludwig's... 26th July 1874. By the power of the lily, we shall have the strength to resist all temptations throughout the whole year. 26th July. Ludwig is offered a crown even after Wagner.
Ah, talk to me now, bitch.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Yeah.
Im Museum ist einen Brief von Ludwig über eine neue Wagner-Oper.
Ja, ich kenne diesen Brief.
Wo kann ich mehr von dieser Wagner-Oper sehen?
Ja, ich weiß nichts über Wagner. Das hier ist kein Wagner-Museum.
Ja, ich weiß.
This is no Wagner
In
Museum.
Bayreuth befindet sich ein Wagner-Museum. Versuchen Sie es halt dann, ne?
Bayreuth. Danke.
Danke. Doesn't seem so bad anymore. Now that we're not pestering her with stupid questions. Ah, cleared that one out. Look at that. Let's go to the Wagner Museum.
Grüß Gott.
Guten Tag. Ist das die Wagner Museum?
Yeah, you're an American, aren't you? I'm afraid the house is closed this time of year. It will be open next month.
Crap.
You are interested in Wagner?
Very interested. Very recently very interested.
Yeah.
Oh, nice earring.
Most of the house is closed for cleaning, but a few rooms are open. I shouldn't let you probably, but if it is only you, you are alone, aren't you?
Endlessly.
Oh, he wants to do
Come in
you.
and look over.
That's very generous. What do I owe you?
Georg Immerding. Oh, there's only a few displays. Besides, I wouldn't be much of a shining knight if I charged you.
Thanks, Georg. My name is Grace.
Hello. Have a good time.
Aw, he's so nice. He's a nice young man.
This must be a model of Wagner's own theater here in Bayreuth.
Bayreuth.
This must... Opera costumes.
Opera costumes.
These look like production designs. I don't see anything that looks like those wolf paintings in Neuschwanstein, though. These look like production... I don't see anything that...
Me either, Grace Nakamura. Ah, Ludwig.
The great patron himself. Ludwig as the classical Greek hero.
Does it look like him?
Ludwig's death mask.
There's one there too.
July 1882. Great and beloved King, Monsieur Beaujolais and I have finished the diagram. We checked the figures many times and Monsieur is confident that it will work. 8 identical fixtures are to be made from the diagram and placed in the theater exactly as specified. I'm sending the diagram with your courier. Be full of hope and have courage. All will be well. Your own, Wagner. July 8. Be full of hope. June 10th, 1881. Munich residence. Great friend.
My blood is
I am
pounding
writing
too
to you in the
wildly
middle of the
for
night.
sleep.
My blood is pounding too wildly for sleep. Tonight's performance, how can I describe it? I am unsure whether to be terrified or thrilled. Perhaps I even feel hopeful. If it is hope, you have given it to me, my friend, for the first time in years. We must speak. Something happened during the music tonight, but I must have your absolute confidence. As you love me, come at once. Your devoted king, Ludwig.
How's that all about?
June 10th, we must speak. A portrait given as a gift from Ludwig to Wagner.
Here's a picture of me. Enjoy.
An old sofa. The death of Wagner. On Ash Wednesday,
Man, this is a really boring
1883,
section of
Wagner
this game.
suffered a heart attack in a Venetian gondola on the way to San Michele. His wife and the gondolier carried him into a church, where he regained consciousness. Wagner died 4 days later on this sofa.
And they kept it? That's gross.
Wagner died on that sofa. That's kind. It looks like an architectural drawing of a theater. The Wittelsbacher Theater, München. Every square inch is measured.
And look, there's 8 of these little dots. Just like they were saying before. It's gotta be for some sort of rite. To get rid of werewolves, I presume. So like it makes some sort of crazy looking star pentagram type of deal.
It looks like an architectural. Every square inch is measured. It's a letter from a Monsieur Beaujolais, dated September 1881. Looks like he's discussing acoustics and sound waves, and crystals. Wasn't Wagner's Bayreuth Theater already built? Why would Wagner be worrying about acoustics?
Who knows? Which we'll find out though.
Wagner's desk, exactly as it was on the day he died. It looks rather simple considering the grandiose stuff Wagner composed here. Wagner's death mask.
What's up with everyone having death masks? I want a death mask when I die. Man, I'm getting lost in here. And there's piano. On this piano, the maestro composes later opera.
Wagner's piano. On this piano, the maestro composed his later operas, including The Ring.
Ring der Nibelungen.
Franz Liszt, composer and Cosima Wagner's father. Richard Wagner.
It's a weird, like, neck beard thing. Isn't that his chin up there? That's a really dumb visual here. Wish I could rock that. My beard doesn't come in that thick.
What are you doing here if the museum is closed?
They always like to have a caretaker here.
Keep a
It's a good
riff-raff
job for
like
me.
you out,
I can
Grace.
soak in the atmosphere of the maestro while I compose.
What are you composing?
This? Oh, a new arrangement. One of Wagner's pieces.
For the Bayreuth Opera?
I am only a student at the university. I study music, composition, conducting.
Yeah, that'll be helpful. Find a real good job doing that.
Is there much of a call for conductors in Europe?
Ask my brother. He is the conductor for the Munich Opera.
Well, that's convenient. Does that mean you get free opera tickets?
Yes. I get a week's pass to the Opernfestspiele, the opera festival in Munich. It starts in a few months.
Hope I'm still around to see it.
Come with me if you like. If you're still around, I can go backstage and all sorts of things.
I'd love that. If I'm still in Germany, I'll call you, all right?
Yeah, good.
No, I don't have your phone number. So let's just stand here and nod at each other.
Tell me about Wagner.
He was a character. He spent
was
most
a
of his
character.
life trying to convince rich patrons to subsidize his work. Unfortunately, he had expensive tastes. You see, he believed that someone of his genius deserved to live well. Can't argue with that.
But Ludwig II supported him, didn't he?
Yeah, sure, but Ludwig came along very late in Wagner's life. By then, he had already been run out of Venice and most major cities because of debt. Ludwig saved him. And the music. Best thing Ludwig ever did.
Do you know anything about that letter from Wagner to Ludwig in the display case? The one about the diagram?
Ah, no. Some sort of equipment for Ludwig's theater. But I don't know why Wagner would have cared about this. If he was worried about any theater, you would think it would have been his own theater, here, in Bayreuth.
Ah, yes.
Have you ever heard about the letter that Ludwig wrote to the Munich conductor in 1882 telling him to prepare for a new Wagner opera?
You're full of surprises. For an American.
What do you know about it?
No one knows anything about it. It's like a treasure map, you know? It's probably a complete fairy tale, but it does make you wonder.
You have no idea what it could have referred
so
to?
creepy.
Maybe something that Wagner was working on with Ludwig?
If there was, there's no trace of it. Except perhaps in the dreams of unemployed music students.
You're not unemployed, you've got a job doing this shit.
Have you ever heard about the wolf panels in the Singers' Hall at Neuschwanstein?
Did my brother send you here?
No?
Probably not. It's only the letter to the conductor, the wolf panels. My brother thinks I am crazy because of all my theories.
What theories?
Werewolves.
Quatsch. If there was a lost opera, a lost Wagner opera, and if one could find it, to a conductor, this would be like finding King Tut's tomb. But people have looked for it before. If it ever existed, it is gone forever. My brother says I waste my time even thinking about it.
You probably do.
I'm curious. Is there any other information that points to the lost opera besides Ludwig's letter and the wolf panels?
It's nothing.
Hey, quit being coy.
I'm not even supposed to have seen it. You see, my brother says that Wagner was too egotistical to have produced a lost opera. If he was working on something new, every person in Bayreuth would have heard about it. On the other hand, it was in Ludwig's character to have wanted a private opera.
But it wouldn't have been private. Ludwig's letter shows he intended it to be played in Munich.
Yes, but that it would get so far without Wagner telling others? Why keep it a secret?
Maybe there was a very good reason for secrecy.
For example?
Like,
Killing werewolves.
never mind.
Alright. Well, I will end this episode here. We finally got some shit going. I thought I just wandered around lost for a while. Man, I hope that the Grace sections pick up a little bit because, man, walking around fucking learning and shit, that is not what I wanted to do. But anywho, stick around. I think this section will be almost over and then we'll get back to the fun stuff with our good old buddy Gabe. So stick around for that. See ya.